pages there, 188, 189. They wore holy shirts made and painted in a certain way. They came to me and said, "It's not time to see your father. He is happy. You have work to do." He's always having people telling him that he needs to do. I knew it was their way, the holy shirts. I was out of the air, floating fast, and I fell back into my body again. And many were crowding around and asking my vision. So I guess this isn't the day of the massacre yet. And I decided that I should use the ghost shirts I had seen. So again, yeah, he joins in by making ghost shirts for everybody. And next day I made ghost shirts all day long and painted them in the sacred manner. So he's making ghost shirts for his people. And I made the first goat shirt for Afraid of Hawk. And I made a sacred stick that I'd seen in my vision. And because of my vision and the power they knew I had, I was asked to lead the dance the next morning. And I had that same queer feeling. Okay, so you can read all about that. So his vision goes on to the end of the chapter. I wondered if the Wanakia end of the chapter might be the red man of my great vision. And then this next chapter then. I guess it's still going on. And he told you, he has another vision, he's dancing, in bad trouble coming. I saw a flaming rainbow, like the first vision. And the flaming rainbow was to warn me, I thought, of something. Some other Indians he meets, Fire, Thunder, Red Wound, and Young American Horse. I don't know what page this is in your book. With a message from the soldiers that this matter of the ghost dance must be looked into. And they were thinking of taking the dance away from us. And the next day, a policeman came to us and said, "I was not sent here, but I came for your good to tell you what I've heard, that they're going to arrest you too." So he's like one of the leaders of this ghost dance, so he's in trouble now. So you can read all this. It's about this time that the bad news came to us from North. So everything would have been okay, except Sitting Bull is killed at this time. And you know Sitting Bull from the previous. So Sitting Bull, you see, this is page 191. Sitting Bull was from the 1876 Battle of Little Bighorn. So this is 15 years Sitting Bull survives further. Went with Buffalo Bill to the Wild West shows, has come back. We heard some policemen from Standing Rock had gone to arrest Sitting Bull too. You see, they're arresting all the medicine men. Him, Sitting Bull. He's 27 years old, so he's still quite young. And then we heard that Sitting Bull was killed. I don't know if he tells the... and Bigfoot now, who is the leader of the Wounded Knee situation, that Wounded Knee is the leader now. I don't know, he doesn't tell how Sitting Bull was killed. So they went to arrest Sitting Bull, and he would not let them take him, so there was a fight and they killed him. So it was a similar thing to Crazy Horse. Sitting Bull was not making trouble. He was in his own, wherever he was living, cabin or wherever, and they went out to get him, and he wouldn't surrender, and he was killed. Bad time, as you see, still, 1890. And so they're blaming him for this trouble, this dancing, taking all the medicine men out. The same in the Apaches. So if you ever do a paper on this material, you can try to connect all these things. It'd be interesting for a paper if you're ever doing your history course. So here's where Black Elk joins the fight. On page, in chapter 24, I painted my face all red, and my hair I put one eagle feather on for the one above. I carried the sacred bow of the West. He's not going to kill a lot of people with his way of doing things. He's got the sacred bow of the West. And I came across a band of young men galloping after me. And they were going towards Pine Ridge. There were cavalrymen were riding along the gulch and shooting into it, because we could hear the guns going off and shooting, where the women and children were running away. It was after the outbreak had already occurred. We stopped back behind the ridge. I said to the others, "Take courage, these are our relatives. We will try to get them back." Then we all sang a song. He even knows the song. "A thunder-being nation I am," I have said. "A thunder-being nation I am. You shall live, you shall live, you shall live, you shall live. Take courage, it's time to fight." It's page 190. And the soldiers regarding our relatives shot at us and ran away. Some more cavalrymen on the other side of the gulch too, and I had no gun when we were charging. I just held my sacred bow out in front of me with my right hand. He's doing the crazy horse thing here. The bullets did not hit us at all. We found a little baby lying all alone at the head of the gulch. I could not pick her up just then, but I got her later. Some of my people adopted her. And I charged upon them holding the sacred bow. And we followed down along the dry gulch, and we saw was terrible. Dead and wounded women and children, little babes were scattered all along there where they had been trying to run away. The soldiers had followed along the gulch as they ran and murdered them in there. This is the massacre of Wounded Knee. And when I saw this, I wish I had died too, but I was not sorry for the women and children. It was better for them to be happy in the other world, and I wanted to be there too. Who said that already in our work? Women. Remember in the Lilac class in Dorian Bloom, we said, the dead, they're not unhappy. It's the living who are thinking of them. They are the people who are unhappy. And that final scene he gives of the great battle flags and so on and so forth, of all the dead of the Civil War that he's talking about, that's the same sort of emotion you get here. I don't know if he's right, but that's the emotion. Before I went, I wanted my revenge. So he did do a charge, as you see. And there was a man called Yellowbird, and he and another man were standing in front of the teepee where Bigfoot was lying sick. And he wrestled with the officer and killed the officer. I don't know now who this Yellowbird is, but it was rumored among the Indians that Custer had a child by an Indian woman, and that child was called Yellowbird. Now, whether this is the same Yellowbird as Custer's illegitimate child by an Indian woman, I don't know.